Well, thanks for joining me on this wild camp. Done 2 nights, but we did 1 night near the southwest coast path. Wild camping location, top secret, absolutely stunning it was. We've come back now, we're on home ground, and I like being on home territory. Trust me, it lets me use my bushcraft knives and axes and have my open fire pit. I really enjoy that side of things. The idea of the camp is to literally test some equipment that we're going to be using to do some long distance hikes through the UK, from the southwest coast path all the way up to Scotland from the Great Glen Way, and do different walks over a few days or a week over time. So it's been nice to be able to come out and trial a few different tents. I've got the Cloud Peak 2. Sam Outdoors is trialing her single man bobcat tent. They're both very common tents, and we'll tell you what we like and what we don't like about each one. If you are a long distance hiker and you can think of any equipment that may be handy for us to take, just leave a comment and we can certainly have a look at it. But this is why I love this area, with views like that, and especially on summer days. It's absolutely stunning here. And of course, down into the woods then, I've got my fire pit set up. We're definitely going to set the tents up in these field, in this one field tonight, out of quite a few that we could use, and only because it gets the best of the sun, and it's lovely. So that's it, guys. I'm going to start setting up a few tents. Hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and yeah, let's get set up. But I'll tell you what, I'll leave you with this view. Have a look. Let's set some gear up. So for anyone who hasn't seen the Cloud Peak 2 by Naturehike, inside there is stacks of room. These are just down bags, so they're puffing up. We've set it up, both the same system we're using, and CW 400 sleeping bags, the Naturehike ones. They are just amazing, warm. 2 doors on this tent, massive festivals for putting your bits in, or some people call them the porch, whatever takes your fancy. Quality is awesome on it. There is a few negative reviews on YouTube, but I've not really found any yet. But like I say, only time will tell inside her. I do like the old ditch pocket up there for your head torch at night, and of course I've got my small pump which I use. It's just a flex tail pump, blows up the air beds and then acts as my tent light. So yeah, that's my little setup. But right, time to get down the woods and get that fire going, I think. So that's Sam's Bobcat 1 all set up. Quite a nice tent, very popular, and the build quality is pretty good. Yeah, really impressed. I'm sure for a solo hike that would just fit the bill. The trouble is, for the weight difference of the Cloud Peak 2 and this, it's hardly any weight difference comparing both bags. And I don't know, I'm between minds. I can't personally fit in the tent, it's a little bit small for me. So if you're 6 foot, you're probably going to struggle. Like a lot of the one-man tents all seem quite short. And I suppose that is to save weight. But yeah, OEX, check it out. And not a bad tent at all. So we're just down in our little camp area, and there's Sam just doing a few feather sticks. All new skills that she's learning, so she's come a long way. Enjoying it?
Loving it.
So hopefully we'll get the fire going, and I've got some backup if we need it, because the wood is quite damp here. We've had quite a lot of rain. Last night when we camped out, it absolutely bucketed down in the night. I didn't hear nothing. So but apparently it did. It rained a lot, and we got here and it was absolutely soaked down in the woods. The fields dried out lovely for the tents to be set up. So yeah, we'll get the fire going and have some nice evening food, and we've got a few beers to have, and just a really chilled out kind of camp. And we're going to kind of sit down and plan the next adventure, which will be a hike, no doubt. We're not sure which one to do yet. It will probably be all put in a hat, and whichever one we pull out, we'll go off and attempt it, and that's all you can do. We're certainly going to do it later part of the year when we haven't got this sun. Walking in this heat would be an absolute killer, and with both of our jobs we can kind of take time off during the week, and we get days off during the week, so we kind of miss that rush hour of the weekends, the holiday and the tourist, and we've got a lot of areas that we just keep to ourselves. So that's our plan, is to do everything at a peak season if we can, but with that comes bad or worse weather, but we'll just kit up for that with our waterproof. So yeah, let's get the fire going and the beer flowing. There really is something magical about a fire in the woods, and a nice camp, good company, absolutely stunning. And the fire's going very well at the minute. We've got a lot of dead twigs on there. Try and get some heat in there before we start burning our bigger logs, and you can see that evaporation. That's a lot of that's water, steam coming off of that wood. So hopefully that will clear in a minute a little bit. And beautiful flame burning, absolutely stunning. So my turn to cook the food, so I'm just doing chili beans and rice. Yummy. My little tiny Spyderco squeak. I love this little knife. It's One of my favourite little carries. Ideal for opening your cheese. Okay. I feel a little bit underknifed on this camping trip. So I bought my little tiny Spyderco Squeak. It's a good knife. I have got a Bushcraft knife on me though, for them candle and all them types of little projects that you do. Chili beans with cheese and a lovely IPA special edition. Perfect. Well, people ask me why I do enjoy my wild camping, and you know, this is the reason. Hark at them old rooks coming back to their roost, back to the rookery. They'll be flying right over our heads later. And this is the reason why. And earlier on in the distance, this is a view from my tent. Earlier on in the distance, I could just hear a tractor. And to me, that is the backbone, the lifeline of Britain. Them British farmers, you know, and farmers all around the world work incredibly hard to keep food supplies going. And these farming guys, you know, they work right up till dark. And in the morning they'll be up at first light, quick breakfast, and they'll be back out. And it's 7 days a week during the summer. They don't stop. And they literally work for pence. A lot of their income is given to them by subsidies. You know, British farmers need to do what they need to do, and not have so much red tape stopping them from doing it. I've worked on the farms, and I can tell you now, it's just incredible. You don't stop. You literally don't stop, and that has a huge effect on your lifestyle. But for them, it's a way of life. And unless you live or work in the countryside, you'll never really understand that. It's a way of life, and for some of them, it's all they know. Their farms were handed down to them, and they just keep plodding along, trying to make a living. And yeah, absolutely fascinating. But what a beautiful view. So yeah, that's why I do it, because there ain't many people that are blessed that can wake up whenever they feel like it with views like that in the morning. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So just sat by the camp fire, cup of tea, as my old friend Armoured Cockroach would say. A cup of tea. The world's a beautiful place. And then I'm going to head off to bed. So I shall get back to you and see you all in the morning. Cheers for now. Oh yeah. Well, good morning campers. It's breakfast time. Those scrambled egg mushrooms. All the tents are down. It's going to rain pretty hard today. They give kind of localised flooding. So, and it rained this morning, so we quickly dashed to put the tents down. I've just stuffed mine in the stuff sack. Job done. I'll worry about drying it when I get home. So, it's breakfast. Just show you my spice kit set. Got all different spices in there, and it allows me to carry a bit of oil as well on the trail. So I think it could be a bit heavy for backpacking, but for base camps like this, it's a really nice piece of kit to have. And yeah, absolutely lovely. That was a birthday gift from a very good friend, and yeah, it was appreciated because we are using it. So yeah, let's crack on with some breakfast. Well guys, thanks for watching this wild camping video. The weather is drawing right in on us now, so it's going to be kind of a quickie end to the video really. Just going to chuck all this stuff in bags and just get out of here, because if we get stuck, we'll get stuck in the field and we don't really want to do that. The weather is just turned quite miserable, and it's heavy rain forecast all afternoon. We got our tents to dry out and all types of other bits and bobs. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Much appreciated, and it does help the channel, of course, with all the way that YouTube works now. It's leaving the old school YouTubers way behind. We're just still not used to it. So all these shorts and all that, we don't really understand it. Always been a trousers guy myself. So guys, with that in mind, I'll speak to you on the next one, and hopefully we'll get another camping video done very soon. I've got some pretty cool knives to show on the channel, and I will show you them. Thumbs up from me. Be safe, be good, and stay sharp. See you on the next one.